Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be going through the Saturday games for AFL and going through how all of the guys went. It was a weird game overall, not game, but day overall for me. Saturday started off really good with the GWS St Kilda results, most things going my way. And then just over the course of the night, over the course of Saturday, it got progressively worse. I mean, I'm not in a bad position currently, 31 rank. And I should go up even further given the last couple of things. But getting Flanders is going to be the goal this week, as he looks to be a really good target this week. So that'll definitely be the goal. But we'll get to that when we get to the Gold Coast game. But anyway, before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload. And let's get into the video. So, as you can see here, GWS versus St Kilda. Whitfield 120, he was absolutely elite, so he beat his break even, which was huge, and yeah, just a huge last quarter of a 48 got him to the marker that he needed. He was on 72 at 3/4 time, and I was a little bit worried, but yeah, he has been absolutely elite, and he's back to his sort of top 5 best. He's now averaging, what is he now averaging? As you can see, my scores for 120 this week, obviously, and a 113 average. And if we take out the 137 from 565 minus 137, divide that by 4, he's averaging 107 in the side, which is exactly what we paid for him. We paid 835k for him, which was 855. Divided by the magic number, it was around about, it was around about 94.6 that we paid, and we're getting plus 13, so he's been absolutely huge, and he's almost in that tier of being really good. So there's that. Ash 99, he had a huge, just huge second and third. Toby Green started off really, really good. Second quarter was absolutely huge. He ended up with two goals and a behind in that quarter, as well as a lot of non-disposal points. He ended up kicking only 2. But yeah, that could have been a massive score, and I'm intrigued to see how he goes in the next little bit, as he is a forward that is potentially underpriced, to be honest with you. Josh Kelly had a tag early from Windhager, and then just as they started to lord the tag, he got off the chain basically and ended up on an 85. So he's still dropping in price, and will be interesting. But these guys are all on round 12 buys, so we sort of have to stick away from the GWS players. Connor Adun, 84. Harvey Thomas, I said everyone should probably trade him out given his break even, and then he goes and fires another shot. His non-disposal work was huge. If we go here to this screen here, you'll see, where is he? 81, Harvey Thomas, 17 touches, 5 marks, 4 tackles. He just got the non-disposal work that would do it. So he's going to be huge cash gen for the people that held. Daniel, 77, Green, 72. So he's now dropping in price massively. And the next couple of weeks, he's probably going to have a 150 break even next week, 160 break even potentially. And he's going to be now, given that he missed his break even by 65, that's probably, I would say, going to be roughly 50k or so down. So he may be 980. So there is a potential that we can get Tom Green potentially in the next week or two at around about that sort of 950, 940, 930 range. So yeah, there is a massive potential that he is one that we grab around the buys, because it's round 5 currently, and it will take 2 or 3 weeks to reset his break even, and then it will take 2 or 3 weeks to rise as well. So he's one that could be 980 around the buys or so, which will be good pickup off the buys. Perryman, Callahan, Riccardi, Bedford, Hogan, Buckley, Cadman. For those who held him, he did all right, 64. Himmelberg, Briggs, Ware, Cornelio, Peatling, O'Halloran, Brown, and Taylor got knocked out. So that'll be interesting to see what they do, given that that looks to be a bad knockout, and he will be out for several weeks, I reckon. So there's that. Then we go over to St Kilda, and Bobby Hill had a huge second and fourth quarter. He took so many marks, it was ridiculous. I think he ended up with 13 marks. So 15, where is it? Bobby Hill, 13 marks, 33 touches. He was huge and immense. So there's that. And then we move over to the Marshall show, which was on show in the last quarter. And I said this exactly at halftime. I'm pretty sure I even sent a text to him saying Marshall seems to always do well in the final quarters of games. We can look through this and I'll show you exactly what I'm trying to show you here in round 4 against the likes of Richmond. If this will load, you can see here Marshall in the second half went 92. In round 3, I don't think he had the best game in general. Where is he? I don't think he had a good game in this one, but I'm pretty sure if we load this up, where is he? He had a 117, and in the second half, he went 33 and 16, so didn't have the greatest second half. But it seems like, and then in round 2, I don't think he had the best game, but in round 1, if we go here, he had a 118, and I'm pretty sure if you'll see it again, if we go here to Marshall, you'll see a 47 and a 19, which is a 66 second half. So he shows that he's had, I think, somewhere over, I want to say over 300 points in 5 second halves. So he's scoring on average something like 60 second half points a game, which is up there and probably the best in the comp. And it seems like he just comes home strong. And yeah, I just knew that something like this would happen. He's the type of ruckman that he doesn't necessarily get the big taps. He got 25 hitouts in this one to 25 from Briggs. But the thing he did well, I think at least 4 or 5 times, was he would get the, he wouldn't necessarily get the hit out, but he'd just almost grab it out of the ruck and then just get a kick. So he'd get both the clearance for Supercoach people, but he'd also get the, he'd get a kick, which was whether it be effective or not. That's another thing, but he'd get the kick needed to get some points. Steal was huge as well across the board. Lowest quarter of a 24 is always going to give you a good stead for a huge score, and that's what he did with 1-2-2, and that was huge. Ross at 95, Wangadeen Malira at 90, so he's coming back down to earth just a little bit, and he's averaging roughly around that 100 marker for the year. Burns, Windhager 82, Bonner an 80. He started off on fire and then slowed down a little bit, but his cash generation is there. If we go to, where is it? Bonner here, an 88. So he's probably going to be around that 700k or so. So there's still cash gen there for him, which is good. Owens, 79, Sinclair, 74, so he's dropping. Darcy Wilson, for those who traded him out just before this spurt, it would be annoying, but he's now going to be roughly, I would say, what's that? Probably 420k now, with still a 13 or 10 break even. I would suspect maybe even lower now that he's cleared out that 30 odd from his scoring. If we look here at Darcy Wilson quickly, let's just look at his match stats. You can just see that 35 is starting to get cleared out, and the 79 and 70 are in there in the top 2 slots, which will really help his break even. That may even cause it to be around that 5 or so range, and so yeah, he's going to be a cash generator the next couple of weeks. Battle, Membry, Kamamiti, Higgins, Wilkie, Stocker, Garcia came on, looked really good. Whether he gets a spot in their side is another question, as my OBS is just going crazy today. I'll probably have to restart it all. So yeah, Garcia could be a potential option if he gets on, but we'll wait and see on that one. Philippou, Cordy, Sharman, King, and Butler. So that pretty much is the video there, the recap. I want to keep it short now as everything is playing up on my computer and I need to restart it all, but that is the recap there, and I guess I'll see you guys in the afternoon for the next recap in the Carlton versus Adelaide boil over that happened, I guess. So I'll see you guys in that recap. Bye guys.